everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They give to Taylor out of the gun. A nice little juke. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They go play action with Hurts. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a give to Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, it's Taylor. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Throwing is Hurts. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Taylor. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Second down and goal. Hurts. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Hurts. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Get ready.
Hayden Hurst, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Running left, Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On second and 1, Hurts. Back to the same target, Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 41. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets...
And he's in! Touchdown, Jets!
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Quinnen Williams. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5.
Let's go.
And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. Big yardage that time for the Jets. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Hurts to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McCann for the point after. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Jets 21, Buccaneers 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll look to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Mike 50. Let's go, baby.
2nd and 9 now. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Undercrush.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Wrap it, wrap it. Panther 11, Panther 11. 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. Hey, tight.
Back to throw. It's Miller, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes left side. The 30. 10. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Yo,
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and 1. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. McCann now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
He'll look to throw.
Right here.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 87 yards. And the Bucks are able to get a score back. Now the try here for the point after. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Into the secondary, past the 40. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Play action. Here's Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got a man complete to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
We got 4. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Buffalo 18. 58, right?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bucks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Oluwakan. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly get a little bit too greedy right there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Check right 54.
Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They go play action with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
On 1st down, Hilton with a juke.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second down and inches. This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run on 1st down. Hilton. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
20, 10, 5, and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at What if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does. If their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll set up to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bucks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 56 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First and 10, Taylor now. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jonathan Taylor with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hilton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll drop to throw. Complete to Hilton. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he is going to have a Bucks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. 70 range. 70 range. Let's go, defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.